Down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Prescott off play action. Caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Love. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, if you look back to 2021, quite a disparity between these two Lone Star State offenses. Last season, the Cowboys #1 in the league in terms of total yardage. And meanwhile, the Texans, we know about all the struggles that they had. They came in at number 32, which is dead last. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From just shy of midfield, Love. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, Love the pass. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack on first down, Love finds his man. It's John Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 44 yards. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They run it again with Janovich. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The Love's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Love now. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake, Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Marr now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here we go, Pat.
First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Jordan Love ready on first down here. just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on second down. Love. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott to throw on 4th. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better.
He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 89 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Love looking to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Final play of the half. Love. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin to... He's got a man, complete! And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
This ball caught by Mechie. Touchdown! John Mechie with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Harris drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Here's King. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles. Brandon Cooks! Touchdown, Houston! Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Prescott now. That's caught again by Schultz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 7, Love. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
20! And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Love, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Pierce. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Touchdown! Tyron Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
56, Cowboys 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Following the interception, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it, they got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. To throw, Prescott. He's got Elliott. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Dak. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On second down, here's the option. Stiff-armed him. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is caught inside the 5. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Prescott being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Extra point by Morrow, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Love looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.